Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're doing good. I hope that everything that you've been wanting to and desiring to do is all coming to fruition. And I'm thankful that you are here with me today. And any other day that you get to join me here on Hello World makes my day a lot more easy and lot less heavy. So I'm thankful for you guys. Ooh, we have a member. We have a member. And it's Brooklyn and Y Boy. Hey Brooklyn. Hey Mrs. VSN09. How you doing? Good to see you. How are you guys today? I hope you had a lovely day. I'm going to run down what I did for the day in a few moments, but just a few announcements. Listening sessions with Joy is available. Check the description for information on that. My books, if you don't like paperback, which I think I recommend you have, we do have audio versions. If you also look in the description of this live and mostly any other live, you'll see links on where you can download each and every book. There are 3 books that are available on audio. I'm sorry, it's available on audiobook version, so you can pop it in your car while you're doing your jog, you're walking, or whatever the case may be. Um, they're in the description down low. You just click on the link, and I think it's like $3, if that. And the paperback versions start at $10. So definitely take advantage of those things. If you have not started following me on all social media platforms, don't hesitate. There's no need to, okay? Go on and follow me at B as in boy, T as in Tom, D as in dog, LLC. Also, here on YouTube, if you're not subscribed, please do so. What else is there? And that's about it. Uh, let's see. Hey, Jazzy V, what you doing here, girl? I mean, not what you doing here. Glad you're here, but girl, what's going on? Where you been? You owe me a whole lot of You owe me a whole lot of challenges, girl. Yes, you were like a provisional member for the longest. And then everybody stopped doing them. So I just didn't make anybody a member anymore. But yeah, there's a lot of challenges that I've challenged you to. So I'm glad to see you, Jazzy B. Thank you for my little Christmas gift. That's my extended version. Hey, Uniquely Lavish, how are you? Guys, if you don't know Jazzy V, go check her out. Yes, it's so good to see you. So let me tell you how my day went, y'all. So I woke up this morning. I did go to the gym. I didn't want to record at the gym today. I did, however, do the sleigh. I didn't do it 5 times in a row. I did about 3. Then I did 1, rested. Then I did the last one. So um I did do the 5, but it wasn't in back to back. I think if I went live though, you guys would have pushed me to go the whole 5 without stopping. So maybe tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Because I plan on going back tomorrow to the gym. You've been just going through, but it's getting better. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad you're back though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you're back. And in honor of your mother-in-law, do the challenges. I'm sure she would love to. Let me stop. Um, I'm sorry for your loss, Jazzy V. I'm glad that you did come back and that you made it to my channel. So I'm thankful for that, for real, for real. But that is what I did all day. I still haven't eaten anything yet. I bought a bag of chips, but like I've been munching on them and that was it. Um, I went and got my car washed. I feel like I need it to be really detailed. Like, you know how they have those people, like that one person as a specialist and they kind of like shampoo the whole car, even with like a toothpick and then like a toothbrush and get all in the nooks and I want that. But let me tell y'all, my little car, it look nice. It's shining. I wish I could show you, but it's shining. It's shining, 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 shining. Yeah. All of these winnings. All of these winnings. That's that Jay-Z and Beyonce song with DJ Khaled. I don't know why that song's been in my head for the past couple of days, but it has been. Um so the reason why I wanted to name I didn't name the title all the way through, but I was taking a little nap and then in the midst of my nap, the topic hit me. So, I immediately wanted to go live right then and there, but I was like, no, let me finish sleeping. And then I was like, no, I need to go, run some errands or whatever. Um, but virtual world, y'all. I don't know if you realize it, but we have been groomed into a virtual world for so long. It's absolutely the inevitable at this point because none of us, or not enough of us, let me say that, not enough of us are putting our foot down or putting our feet down to say, no, we do not want to be a totally robotic, computerized generation lifestyle. So we have not tried to slow that progression yet. Actually, we've allowed people who don't care about us to determine our lifestyles, our livelihoods, our health, and anything else. We've allowed that to happen. Let's just take it. Take your beating. I take mine. I mean, at least I try, but there's but so much I can do. But at least I can say I tried. I screamed. I hollered. But we've started being enrolled in a virtual world since the inception of credit cards. Yeah. Can you believe it? Credit cards, you say, oh, well, credit cards. But what are credit cards? It's just numbers that are just digitally transposed and cyberly going back and forth. And you don't trust crypto? Come on, y'all. Get real. You trust your credit cards, which is backed by, but you don't trust crypto, which is the same type of function that is free from being audited at this point. But anyway, let me get back to the point. Credit cards, I guess if you don't own a credit card, then you must be very well endowed financially. But 99% of the whole entire population, I believe, owns a credit card. And they like to start you off as a teenager, maybe as young as 15, where you can mess up your report card, i.e., your credit score, so that the whole world can look at you and be like, oh, your credit card is a D or your credit card is an A. Come along with me. So, how does that tie into us being a virtual world? We've started to use our credit cards, less cash. Who would ever thunk using a credit card for fast food? I never imagined in millions of eons of years that I would be using credit cards for fast food. And don't you know, I had succumbed to it because I was like, oh, it's just easier than using cash. The touch, the feel of paper eliminated by the credit. Now, shout outs to people who do use all cash because there are people that do, but they're very much so the minority of society. And you know what's so funny? If you see somebody that uses cash only, you might be like, well, what's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with them. They actually are very good stewards of their money. They owe no one because they are mentally and physically prepared to use what they actually have on hand, tangibly. We don't have tangible assets anymore, right? We just swipe away our credit cards, debit cards, all make believe money. How is it make believe? Because they're just numbers being thrown out in the air. And even when you overdraft your accounts, which a lot of people do, they're like, oh, it's only $30, a surcharge. The bank will cover you a few times, right? Before they say no more. I'm just saying, guys, we just have to think for a second. Like, it's not an attack on anybody. It's just for real, for real. Like, this is what we are succumbed to. And this is why it is a virtual world that we are in. So when people talk about, oh my goodness, Facebook and all of these other big companies are turning everything into virtual, well, we've been groomed into doing it for so long. We even have virtual friends. You and I, we're all virtual friends right now. We can make believe smiles. We can make believe hugs and laughters by emojis and stuff until we tangibly can make a human interaction. We're all virtually interacting with each other. Is it bad or good? I don't know. But what I do know is we can't complain when we become a fully robotic generation, well, world, and when we had all the opportunities to say, let's keep some things as is, and then other things as, oh, but we want everything so instantaneously done. So that's why it's okay now for robots to do everything, right? ATM machines. You didn't want to stand online so that a teller could keep their job. So you just went to the ATM and withdrew your money. Instead of speaking to a human being, you rather talk to the robot and say, no, 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 I wanted $150. Oh, but we only give you 20s and hundreds. Oh, well. Meanwhile, the teller had an abundance of singles, fives, tens, 20s, denominations that you should remember what looks like. And we're still digital because now we can do our transactions through Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, all fake stuff, just throwing numbers around. How many people still balance a checkbook? How many people know what's actually in their account? How many people pay attention to what's in their account, right? Again, I'm not attacking anybody, but I'm just reminding us or maybe making us more aware of how we are a virtual world and didn't even realize it. It's a matter of time before we can accept eating virtual food and be like, I'm full. It's crazy, right? But it's going to happen because we're not doing anything about it. We're not allowing our human aspects of our lives to be more important than the instantaneous snap of a finger. Give me this, give me that, or else I'm going to throw a temper tantrum because it's not done right away. Even with rice, guys, oh my goodness, instant rice. Rice used to take how many minutes? Maybe 10 minutes to make. But now we can just pop some water in there, throw it in the microwave, and 1 minute rice. What the heck is that all about? What did you do to those grains in order for them to be able to produce heat and its full nutrients in a minute. Yes, we are becoming more virtual because those same radio waves that have gone into your rice is going into you, changing the medical or metabolic. Don't get me. Our metabolic DNA structure, slowly but surely, eventually, we're gonna be living in a virtual world, and ain't nothing you gonna do about it. So, since it is the inevitable because we're doing nothing about it, you might as well go ahead and go with it. Get you some crypto. You don't believe in it, but you are okay with Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, Apple Pay. Anytime any one of these motherboards can just boom and zero out every single dollar that you think you have, and that becomes virtual now. You know you deposited, but they can't find it. So what do you have? Oh, I forget what a dollar bill looks like. Who's on the dollar bill again? Who's on the $50 bill? Who's on the $100 bill again? You forget because now you have your credit card, American Visa, MasterCard, Diners Club, Discover. These are a few of my favorite things. Plastic money, drastic measures. Oh, what a robot I'll be. Just tell me how to sway left and right, and I will go wherever you tell me to. That's who we are now. We still have blood running through our bodies, but this part of our lives we no longer control. But this part no one can control unless you give it to them. So I suggest you start activating this, allowing this to be activated so you can see past the virtuals and understand what controls you still have left. I don't know. You might as well go ahead and get that crypto, Bitcoin, whatever it is you want to think about investing in. You might as well. Unless you say, no, 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 no. Give me that bill, 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 bill. I'm not going anywhere until I get my money. So you know what money smells like and all of that other stuff. Hey, Big Daddy. Hey, how are you? Hey, everybody. Campbell, how are you? But I guess there's nothing wrong with being a robot, right? You think so? Do you find anything wrong with being a robot? If the answer is yes, then start standing up for your rights, taking care of your freedoms. But do it respectfully. Or don't complain when more of what seemed or what used to be human is no longer accessible. I'm just saying, we are living in a virtual world, and I am just a virtual girl. Hey, we are living in a virtual world. You either play or see your way out. Hmm? I don't know. Swoop is here. Ooh, we have a member. We have a member. And a swoop. There it is. Like me. How you doing? Good to see you. So, I don't know, y'all. It just seems it just seems like we're slowly fading away, and it just I mean, like I said, you could call me crazy if you want, but I guarantee you maybe 30, 40, 50 years ago, you never thought that you would see something like this happen. I guarantee it, but it did. And then maybe in that time frame, someone tried to tell you, hey, I was talking to someone yesterday and they were telling me how a friend of theirs uh, invested $25, just $25 into Amazon, and they no longer work or need to work this day. So that was a way of saying, you know what? I'm going to take a chance in this virtual world. And it paid off. So take a chance in the virtual world since we have no choice. At this point, we don't have any choice. You might as well go ahead and take advantage while you can so that you can benefit for yourself and your family. And maybe wean yourself off of using debits and credits and get back to having cash again. Every single store that I'm going to is telling me I no longer can use cash. You're telling me you will no longer let me use my privacy. You will no longer let me use my privacy because I have to be fully engulfed into the virtual world. Fine. But I'm going to go kicking and screaming. Just become more aware, guys. Maybe it's not too late to slow down the progression of roboticism. Maybe. We still have some type of say, right? Because we are still like the head of all species, right? At least we think we are. I don't know, y'all. I'ma pay, I'ma play, and I'ma pay. Because I'm not gonna be left behind. I'll tell you that much. I'm not gonna let the virtual world just creep up and take over, and then me not being able to at least get my little big toe in there or at least have a seat at the table. Everybody always say they want a seat at the table. The table is empty right now. Where you gonna take when you gonna pull your chair up and get comfy and cozy, then have the waiter or waitress put the napkin in your plate, put that napkin in your lap. When y'all gonna take all of that? You're already in a virtual world. You might as well take full advantage. If somebody says and is connects here, you better do it. Don't wait. Don't delay. Because at the end of it all, well, I don't know what's going to happen at the end of it all, but I could just at least say and be at the table and eating. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you, Swoop. I appreciate that. Hey, Auntie Mama. How you feeling? How you doing? Girl, it's crazy, but not so much. Because guess who has also succumbed and is okay with a fully virtual world? The people who are making it happen. They said, well, we might as well do it. We already secured. We already at the head of the tables. So we already got our seats. Our lineage has their seats. And if these people want to come on, let them come aboard. We ain't gonna force it. Nobody's gonna force you, but at least they tell you. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, we have a member. We have a member. And it's Burns Junk Closet. Hey, lady. What's up, Sporky? You ready for this virtual world, Burns? I should sell you a virtual spork. Maybe I should buy me a PS5, y'all. Shoot. You want to know what else is virtual? Our food. What you mean? What you mean by that, Joy? How many of y'all DoorDash, Uber Eats, just because you don't want to go driving for something? How many of y'all do that? I don't. I mean, I don't. Literally, I don't, because I've been cooking for the last 2 years. And I'm not talking about anybody that may be shut in. I'm talking about somebody who is fully capable of taking their behind to a vehicle or to the corner store or to walking distance to wherever you want to get something to eat. Heck, y'all. Even when we used to have when they started that free delivery back in the day, that was turning us into virtuality as well. Oh my goodness. They've been grooming us all along. Now that I know that I'm fully immersed in a virtual lifestyle, I'm okay with it. Give me them cryptos and whatever else. I'm not gonna be left behind this time. I'ma have my seat at the table. You ain't leaving me behind because we are living in a virtual world. You might as well get used to it now. Unless you say, no, Joy, not me, not I, not us. Unless enough people say, you know what? We going a little too far right now. Let's pull back a little bit. Let's pull back a little bit. Let's pull back a little bit. Heck, they even have in the next 5 years, y'all, you're going to be, unless they've already started doing this. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Afro. Hey, Willie. In the next 5 years or so, if they haven't already done so, you will be able to go into a booth, get fully scanned. Actually, they do it already now. And don't even have to be touched by another doctor or a human being. And they will diagnose you, hopefully correctly, with whatever ailment you have and prescribe you medication virtually. We are living in a virtual world. Can't you see it now? If you don't want any of this to really take full, go ahead and say, no, I'm physically going to go to these stores I'm physically going to if you're capable, okay? I'm not talking about people who are not capable. You're going to utilize all of the senses that we were innately born with and all of the mobility that we were innately blessed with to go and get whatever you need, the supplies that you need. Start using cash again so that they're forced to have change instead of telling us, no, we want to track you every which way we can. No, privacy, please. Give me back my change. Thank you very much. No, I make a doctor's appointment. I will not go to the booth. No, I will make a dentist appointment. I will not go into a booth. I will go to an eye doctor. I will not go into a booth. I will not go to the ATM. I will go to a teller. Make jobs become available to humans again. Ooh, that should be the new slogan. Make jobs become available to humans again. Make jobs become available to humans again. Who would have ever thunk that would have to become a slogan in this very time? Make jobs become human again. 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 I'm not saying eliminate all the robots, but what I'm saying is they should not be the only way we interact. Humans can be just as fast, or maybe we just need to slow down a little bit. Why are we rushing life away? Where you going next? Why are you rushing your life away? Where you going next? Where you have to be? Where do you have to be? Heaven or hell? So they say, right? Where you going? You want to go to heaven or hell? You want to rush off to go to either place? And you don't even know where you're going? You don't even know if you have a seat at any table. Where you rushing to? Why are we rushing to places and things? There's no need. You better savor that little, savor the inhale that you take and savor the exhale that you make. Savor it now. Savor it now before it ends. Y'all better savor your little life. You better savor it up. You better savor all your taste buds. Every single thing that you have, you better savor it up. Don't rush off nowhere no more. Bunk all that. Rushing to do what? You want to rush off and die already? Okay. Who want to rush off to the finish line already? Not me, right? That's enough to make you want to slow down, right? Be like, oh, wait a second. Hold on. Hold up. Wait. I ain't rushing no more. Promise that. Give me a plate. Eat slow. Enjoy company more. I'm just saying, y'all. Just think about it. Sit back and think about it. You look around you. Look all around you. And there's computers everywhere. And they're in everything we do. There's a computer everywhere. You can't stop it, I guess. I don't know, y'all. 34 minutes. Make jobs become available to humans again. Yes. It's crazy, but it's the truth, y'all. How many people can find a bank teller's job? Matter of fact, when you go to how many of you actually step foot in a bank? When's the last time you stepped foot in a bank to do a transaction with a human being? But it's faster at the ATM. Okay. But you've just now eliminated 2 jobs and you created 1. Computer person, well, maybe 3. The computer person that has to fix the machine when it breaks down, and the people that come in to change the money out. So 2 jobs. But those same 2 people have to service how many, when it could have been 4 jobs as a teller at each station. So an ATM knocked out 4 teller jobs. That's crazy. We just made it so easy. We, as a community of human beings, have made it so easy to be controlled. How do you feel about yourself now? I'm talking to myself too. How do I feel about I feel horrible. I feel horrible. But I did do my part though for until the pandemic came. I was still cashing checks. Now, my job no longer does checks anymore. They don't do checks anymore. Doesn't matter. Even if I wanted to stay having a check, it's not possible. Everything is virtual. If I want to look at my pay stub, I have to do it virtually. I have access to all of my bank accounts virtually. I can transfer monies from accounts, from bank to bank virtually. Imagine the tears flowing down my eyes right now, guys, because I can't produce any right now. I would have to pretend cry. I don't know how to do that really well, but virtually. I can transfer monies from one bank to another bank to another bank virtually. I've just closed another job because I'm virtually induced. I virtually inducted myself into the Virtual World Academy. Oh gosh. I'm in the Virtual World Academy and they will not let me out. They're not going to let you out either. I still keep cash though. I do. I do keep cash. I do keep cash. Not much, but I do have cash. So if they were to screw me, you know what I'm saying? Like if all of the robots just decide, go, if they were to screw me, I still have a little bit of cash somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'll still have access. But all of those virtual dollars will be gone. I guess then that means they would erase debt. No, that's the one thing they don't know how to forget or erase is what you owe. Somehow that would be found, but my money wouldn't. Or maybe they flipped the wrong button. I don't know, y'all. But since we're all inducted into the virtual universe, the virtual world society, we might as well participate while we can, while there are still seats at the actual table, not standing room only, but actual seats at the table. Go get you some crypto. You don't have to believe me if you don't want to. Go research it yourself. People are doing well. And the statistics of people who are in the crypto world are very low. But guess what? When stocks were first initiated into communities, into the society, how many people participated? Not many. But how many of those same people who did participate in the earlier life functioning of the stock market no longer have to work, but sit back and relax and say, oh, I decide I would like to fly here or there in my private whatever. I'm not going to talk anymore about it because you can make up your mind. But just remember today, December, whatever today's date is, December 26th, 2021. Mark it in your head. Mark it in your real head as a day when we have, maybe some of you realized already, maybe this is the first time you're thinking of it, you have been inducted into the virtual world society. So you might as well take a seat before there's only standing room miles and miles away, when you could have had a full plate and then you're just getting pittance of a plate. Can we slow the virtual world society down? Absolutely. There are more of us than there is robots at this point. But if we don't take a stand, then it matters not. Sooner or later, you will not be able to tell the difference between what is human and what is not. Some of you probably can't even tell the difference between a kind human and a not so kind human. Get back to reality of this right here. You guys are beautiful and amazing. There is no mistake about you. We are living in a virtual world. And I am just a human trying to live in a virtual world. I guess get used to it. Everything that you have done in your life up until this point doesn't determine the next few stages of your work, of your life. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you make. As long as you get up, recover, and make the mistake no more, or at least limit the amount of times you make that same mistake. I mean, we're not perfect, but we can try our best to be a better human. There's nothing wrong with that. I forgot what I was going to say. That's why I had that long little pause. Hey, Rochelle, Francesca, how are you? Hey, doctor. I also keep a little cash on me too. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry for not reading the comments, but I appreciate you. Joy, looks like a whole world is changing. A new shift is moving people away from earth life into an air life. But doctor, is there really 5G? I think I talked to you guys about 5G already. You're going to have to try to find that live. And it's facts, not fiction. I actually spoke to. Okay. So, a lot of things are hyped up for us to believe. Wow. All right, put it this way, right? I'm trying to think of a good scenario. If somebody tells you that the sky is yellow And if a lot of people keep on saying, yeah, the sky is yellow, you're eventually going to see it as yellow. But is it truly yellow? Not everything we're told or have been informed to believe is truth. We need to start researching more. And you'll find the truth. We all will find the truth, but we just have to research. Can't always go with what everybody tells us. Can't always go with what everything is advertised either. We can't, because it's all capitalism, and you know, I'm not going to try to monetize this one, but it's all capitalism and anything to make you buy something or buy into something. Remember, people who truly care about you will not try to gain a thing from you. People who don't care about you will try to sell you everything. And use nothing of it because they know that it's detrimental. I appreciate you guys for joining me whenever you can. We talk about everything and anything. Like, primarily, Hello World is just created for us to think outside of the box and also maybe to think about things differently. That's all it is. There's no right or wrong answers, but it's to test the limits. And if you're not being tested, then why would you even consider researching anything? Right? I'm here every day talking about something. But whatever you do with the rest of your evening, your morning, or your night, you continue to be the best you can be. That's all we're required to do. My name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I am signing out on another episode of Hello World.